So, hello and welcome. I mean, not right so. It's because I've filmed a lot today, that's why. Hello and welcome back to my channel. We are doing Halloween every day and we are near the end of the journal. We have done so much already and I am just so happy with it. So what we've got left is we have got the inside of the gatefold to cover and add our little bit on. And we've also got our fold out page as well. So yeah, let's get on. This one is going to be a quick video. I have already picked out the papers. Let me get rid of these ones because they're not going to be the ones that I'm using. I have picked out the two papers that I want to use. Oh my goodness, I've got Tim Holtz papers everywhere. And they're these two. So I want the tuck spot to be over this side. And then these are going to be up the sides. I think they go really well together. Now, we know that the pages are just a little bit shy of the length of our journal. So we can always use washi tape. And the washi tape we can use is Tim Holtz's because it's quite wide. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to ink these up, distress them, and then we're going to stick them down, and then we're going to do some decorating, even though we still have our belly band to go in. Where's my... Here it is. Right, so we're only going to see this bit. So I'm going to do black soot oxide. Black soot distress. And we're not going to see that part. And I'm going to do frayed burlap oxide. And then I'm going to get my sander and I'm just going to... This sander is getting annoying, so I'm going to swap it for this one. And I'm just going to go round the edges. Like so, and then I'm going to do the same on here as well. Right, so I've distressed all those up. I literally thought somebody was flying a drone outside my craft room, and then I looked up at one of my skylights and it's a wasp, the biggest wasp I have ever seen. It's October. How do we still have wasps? Can you hear it? It's huge. Set it free. I did. I set it free. And it's now gone and it's living its best life outside. Thank goodness. Because it was huge and I'm allergic. But trying to get it down out of my skylight was an absolute nightmare. Like, they're so stupid. Stop flying towards the glass and the spider webs. Yes, I have spider webs in my craft room in the windows because I'm at the bottom of the garden in a shed, not a shed. And we're surrounded by fields. So we have bugs and things, which is absolutely fine. There's a little bit of a gap at the top, but that's okay. And there is a bit of a gap at the bottom as well, but that's fine because I'm going to snip the end. go. And then we're going to have this over here. I've done it the wrong way round. And I saved it. I managed to, we've ripped it a little bit, but I'm pretty sure this is going to cover it. So yeah, and we've got the rip marks over the top, but nothing that a little bit of inking won't hurt. So I'm not too bothered. Let's sand the washi, and then let's put our pocket down. So we're just going around the 3 sides. And we're going to stick it down just here. And we know that it fits the length because we've already measured it when we made it. And I want this to stick out, so I don't want it to be right at the end. Which means we could have potentially still had a belly band. What I'm going to do to hide this bit is I'm just going to put some glue down. And then add some of our cool fabric from our produce bags. Which I probably should have stuck down after I put this down. No, it will still go under because I've only put the glue down there. So that's absolutely fine. Perfect. So we know that each side of these flaps is 3 inches. Oh, look at that. Just looks so cool. So look at the size of our chunk. It's so chunky. Let me move this aside. And pretty sure, yeah, so just cut them in half. Math is not good for me at the best of times, let alone when I don't feel very well. So I'm just gonna, I don't know what that dog is barking at. I can't believe how we're nearing the end. I'm just gonna pin this onto the next page to keep it open. Because it keeps falling down. And then we're gonna put this on there. Like so. Slide it under the fabric. And we know we've got a gap, which is why we're going to put more. I could have gone all the way across, but I didn't want it to affect the fold. Excuse me. So I've stuck them down, and I think I'm going to use this clip. I've just put some of the produce sack round this little ball clip, whatever it's called, and this is what it's starting to look like. And we have a pocket here. So shall we decorate? Where's my little tray that's got all my goodies in? I've got some of these Tim Holtz Ideology, and I've got Something Dreadfully Wicked, and I'm thinking if I stuck it down on one side it would keep them both shut. Or I've got Curious Things, and I'm just thinking it could look like a sign on the gate I don't know which one I prefer. Oh, I don't know which one I prefer. I think I prefer Curious Things. I think that because it meets the arch. So yeah, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to get my little tub. Let me just move this aside for a moment. Get my little tub of things out. A couple of brads in the end here. Oh, I don't know if I want that colour. Yeah, that's the colour. I'm just going to fold it round. Push it down. That's not the same colour. Boppity-boppity-bop. That is. But that looks different. That looks bigger. Why does that look bigger? Does it look bigger or is it me? And that looks like a different colour. Oh my goodness. There we go. It looks bigger, but it is what it is. It will have to do. Now I'm going to push it down. And then I'm going to get my little texture hammer. Look at that. It's so cool. And now I think I'm going to use Fabri-Tac because it bonds fabric, lace, glass, leather, wood and trims. So I'm thinking if it does glass, it will do these. Where's it gone? There it is. Now, do I want something under it? Like a piece of this. So if I use, you could get out your hot glue gun as well, or super glue, with a little bit of Burley Arts as well. Then just put this over the top because I want it stuck to this. I don't want this stuck to this page because it's only going to be stuck to one page. So we're going to let that dry. While that piece is drying just there, I've pulled out some die cuts. And what I'm going to do is, I've got this one. This is a Tim Holtz one. And I'm just going to go round the outline of it with the white ink. Because then it will stand out, but not stand out, if that makes sense. Which is exactly what I want. So let's just... Oh, did you hear that glue? Alright, just stick that down there. Perfect. And then we've got some spider webs too. So I'm just gonna And I kind of think I want it coming sort of like out of the page like that. So let's put that down. I always forget, I've got so many Sizzix dies and I always forget about my dies. And it's been watching Belle. She uses so many dies in her makes and they always look so cool. So she's definitely pushed me into getting my dies out and using them as ephemera. So thank you for that, Belle. You are a star. So just stick that down. I'm not bothered about the ink because that is going to be dry. The glue, it's going to dry clear. But I love that. I love, love, love that. I also have these two comical little ghosts by Heidi Swap. And I was thinking of... Oh, got another spider web there. I was thinking of maybe on the doors. So this one would open with this. That didn't glue down very well, did it? Let's put some more. It's where the handle is, that's why. Thinking of having them sort of coming out like that. What do you think? I quite like that. And then we've got our little curious things. And maybe we could put I quite like that. And we could do the backs as well. That could come out like from there. Let's glue him down. Oh, it's so funny. And then let's glue him down. And I know they're on black cardstock, but it's dark. And obviously ghosts are translucent. Which is why they have a shadow. So then we have to close like this. And now let's put down, because we're only doing half of it, remember. I don't think these ghosts are going to work. I think they're going to annoy me. They're not going to so much annoy me, but it's the opening and closing we need to be careful with. But they are cool. They are so cool. And then they're on the inside as well, which, excuse me, is also very cool. And then I think I just want to cut this straight down the middle. Give it some ink. And then I'm going to put this over the ghost so it's got a bit more support. I'm really not bothered about the glue, to be honest. And then I'm going to do the same on this side, except he does need inking on the back as well. There we go. Put some glue around. Stick him over him, and then they could be crying out because they're caught in the spider web and they can't get out, just like Mr. Wasp was. I've got sticky fingers. There we go. That is just so cool. Look at that. Ah, I love it. Does need a little something else though, but I can't seem to find my tub of bits and pieces that I cut out. Found them, they were hiding. So we've got some bits and pieces. I remember saying in a previous video that we was going to use the metal gates and stuff and then a frame, but we didn't. We did this, which I actually prefer, to be honest. We could put little magnets on the back there, but I'm not going to. So I've got this little sign, and I'm pretty sure there's some words out of the photo play. I'm not pretty sure. I mean, I know there is because I cut them out. But they're right at the bottom. So we've got moonlit, which I quite like because the ghosts are all lit up, and obviously with the gate as well, like the moon's obviously up there, so I'm kind of liking that. And I'm going to put it on wonky, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to crumple it up like that, and then I'm just going to glue it down. I've already taken some of the back off, so it's not quite so thick. I'm just going to put that on there. And then maybe that there. Where are the inks? Here they are. So you're just decorating a few pieces. I definitely need a new sander. I cannot believe how many sanders I've gone through, to be honest. This October, so many. And then I'm thinking the ghost, because we've got the ghosties at the top, or then we've got the word haunt. Which is yes. And then we've got a couple of, this is off of my digital kit, available on my Etsy. And this is from Tracie Fox's exhibit. So we have a few bits there that we can put down. So we've got this. Let's just screw this up a little bit. We'll put this down first. And then we'll put our little horn. Oh, we'll see. So we'll put this down there. But I think I want this down first. Ah, don't drop. Gotcha. So I'm going to put this here. Preferably not upside down. Then put the ghost just there, and then put this little one over here like that, and then we can put horn I think I quite like it down there, but then I quite like it up here too. Let's put it there. Would help if I didn't put everything down wonky. And we've got a lovely little cluster there. And what shall we put over here? We've got caution. Yep. And then we've got another piece of ephemera that can go just underneath there, and then maybe I quite like that. I think I prefer this. And then let's glue this down, and I'm going to put this just here. I don't know if I want to put this somewhere. Yeah, Quite like it there. Just random, but I like it there. And I think, unless I can find something else. I do quite like that. I just don't like the white border. But I do like that. Go, and I think I'm going to call that about done. She says, as she is still looking for ephemera to put on it. I do quite like that. It's just all the white. That's better. I'll just put that up there. And I think we'll call that done. Done. We've got the little ghosts, little curious things, and then we open it up and we have the double page spread. How cool is that? I love it. I did add another little ghost portrait just there because, you know, it could be him and it could be him and you just got bent. I might have to make another one of these and just stick it over the top so it's a little bit thicker because this is quite flimsy cardstock. But we have our pocket here for all our bits and pieces, and then some ephemera, and then on here we have the little ghosties that are behind the gate, curious things, and then our little clip at the top here. Perfect. Oh, I just love it. I absolutely love it. And it's another cool addition, and it doesn't take up any room in our journal, and it doesn't affect this page either. So now all we've got to do is this fold out and the cover. So we're nearly there. Oh, wow. Oh, thank you everybody for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. And I will see you all again tomorrow for Halloween, for the catch up and the finale of Halloween every day. See you tomorrow, guys. Happy crafting. Take care. Bye.